Welcome, fellow adventurers, to Traveling Kangaroo. Today we're hopping into a surprising story that's shaking the sands of the Middle East, Dubai's silent population collapse and the mass exodus of expatriates. If you've ever dreamed of the glitz and glamour of Dubai's skyline, stick around, because what's really happening behind those skyscrapers might just change how you see this iconic city forever. Dubai has long been known as a shimmering oasis in the desert, a tax-free paradise promising luxury, opportunity, and a lifestyle many could only imagine. But beneath the dazzling surface, the golden sandcastle is crumbling faster than you might think. In 2024 alone, an astonishing 127,000 residents have seen their visas cancelled, and tens of thousands more are quietly packing their bags and hopping away. This isn't just homesickness or career changes. It's a full-on migration wave that could reshape the entire Gulf region. Let's break down what's fueling this exodus and why even the wealthiest expats are cutting their losses and leaving. Imagine Dubai as a giant kangaroo pouch that once carried millions of hopefuls. Now, that pouch is emptying fast. First up, the numbers don't lie. Dubai's expatriate population peaked at around 3.5 million in 2019, making up 85% of the city's residents. That's right, locals make up only a tiny fraction. Dubai's entire business model was built on attracting hard-working expats with promises of no income tax, world-class infrastructure, and a strategic location bridging east and west. But here's the kicker. That model is breaking down under the weight of soaring costs. Take housing, for example. Rental prices have skyrocketed by 35 to 40% per year in prime areas, turning once affordable apartments into distant dreams for many families. Picture this. A two-bedroom apartment in Dubai Marina rented for 80,000 dirhams annually in 2021 now demands 130,000 dirhams. That's an increase of over 60%. And landlords now have free rein to hike rents without caps, forcing many expats to choose between paying exorbitant prices or hopping away. Education costs are hopping higher too. International schools, some of the best in the world, have raised fees by 15 to 25% every year since 2022. Families are pulling their kids mid-year and relocating to more affordable countries, sometimes leaving one parent behind just to keep working in Dubai. This breaks the heart of what Dubai once promised, a family-friendly city where professionals could build lives together. Corporate shifts tell an even more worrying tale. Big firms like PwC, Deloitte, and McKinsey are quietly moving large chunks of their operations to Riyadh and Singapore, chasing better incentives and lower costs. Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 is aggressively targeting Dubai's talent pool with housing allowances and education subsidies that Dubai can't match. And then there's the Golden Visa program, once hailed as Dubai's shining beacon for investors and skilled professionals. In reality, it's become a bureaucratic nightmare with endless delays, rising investment thresholds, and stricter sponsorship rules that make family reunification nearly impossible for many. One financial professional gave up after 15 months trying to get his golden visa, but got Singapore's employment pass in just 3 weeks. So, what's driving this perfect storm? Several factors collide like kangaroos in a stampede. Economic diversification efforts mean new fees and hidden taxes that break Dubai's original bargain with expats. The rise of remote work has eroded Dubai's geographic advantage. Soer, y or I mime spore in sur, by uitsim pine sori die. Araboy soer enbri winster and mon re dots and my mile. And now we're and ready can work remotely from cheaper hubs. Currency fluctuations make living here even more expensive for many from Europe and Asia. And let's not forget infrastructure strains. Traffic congestion, overstretched utilities, and shrinking quality of life all chip away at Dubai's appeal. Behind these numbers are real people sharing their stories online, LinkedIn posts announcing moves back home, Facebook groups turned into support forums for departing families, Reddit threads filled with tales of frustration and betrayal. Yet, many can't speak openly due to contract restrictions or corporate gag orders. Media coverage often downplays the exodus, painting an overly rosy picture. What happens if this trend continues? The implications could be huge. Retail and hospitality sectors already feel the pinch as consumer spending drops. The real estate market is at risk, with 70% of properties owned by expats. Collapsing demand could send prices tumbling dramatically. Government revenues may fall short, threatening vital infrastructure projects tied to continued growth, and the brain drain of talented professionals moving elsewhere could hobble key industries like finance, healthcare, and technology. Dubai isn't just losing residents, it's losing parts of its soul. But there might still be hope on the horizon. Behind closed doors, officials discuss potential solutions like rent controls, tax exemptions for critical sectors, streamlined visa processes, and infrastructure investments. However, these fixes take time. And with each departing expat, Dubai loses irreplaceable knowledge, spending power, and global connections. So, what's the takeaway for you, our globe-trotting kangaroo crew? If you're considering Dubai or any other Gulf city for work or adventure, look beyond the glossy brochures. Understand the real cost of living, visa complexities, and shifting economic winds before you hop in. Thanks for joining us on Traveling Kangaroo as we uncovered the hidden story behind Dubai's population collapse. If you found this eye-opening and want more deep dives into global travel hotspots and economic trends, be sure to subscribe to Traveling Kangaroo. Don't forget to follow us on social media for daily updates and visit travelingkangaroo.com for exclusive content. Until next time, keep hopping forward on your travel journey.